Yo, it's the Witty One. Remember to like, subscribe, and follow for consistent Rell C's and Roblox related content uploaded straight to your content feed. What's up everyone, it's the Witty One, and today we'll be starting a new series on Rell C's called Risker, Rell C's concept review. This is to go over all of the nuanced concepts that the Rell C's community be putting out. So, to get into it, today I asked the Rell C's Reddit page if they would eat the bomb fruit, or what would they want if they were to eat the bomb fruit. So let's see what we have in store. The first one we got says, good visuals and in general having a powerful sound. I checked out some of the One Piece Golden Age content that he was talking about, and I can't even lie, he is right. It would be good to have it sound very powerful, really feel like you're blowing stuff up, you know what I'm saying? Another dude said, if it was OP and you could awaken to drop nukes, like actually kind of place explosions and all of that, and the damage and the VFX was there, definitely. From what we've seen so far, it isn't too bad. Like, I definitely think that you'll be able to have like the VFX and the damage a little bit. It is kind of on the fence about how much destruction you'll really be able to do with it, but it's definitely there. He also mentioned combining this with hockey to increase burst damage, as well as just reduce healing rates, you know, have some chip damage, keep pressing on them type of thing. That's a good idea, I can't lie. Another dude said, the only way I could eat it is if the fruit had a nuke self-destruct. That would be crazy, I can't even lie. Hopefully, well, maybe, I don't know how it would turn out, but Grand Peace Online did have the self-destruct which sacrificed health, so hey, I guess we'll see how it goes. Another dude said if it had boogie bombs that stuck to a player, like, or even anything, just players, walls, NPCs, and can be detonated whenever they want. I'd eat it immediately if I got it. Why wouldn't I want to make my snot bombs? Hey bro, that's all you bro, I can't lie. I'd want a bomb lariat, or at least a punch, and an explosion move that worked very closely, or something along the sort, but has armor so it can't be easily interrupted. I think if you are actually a living bomb person, your enemies should have to be very careful about how they approach you. Hey, no, that's fair. I like how he's kind of thinking about it in terms of in-game. Definitely sounds, I'm getting some Killer Queen vibes if you guys have ever seen JoJo, so that's pretty cool. Another one we got is rocket jumping and becoming Yoshikage Kira. Hey, whoa, took the words out of my mouth. We got someone who isn't really too happy to eat a fruit like bomb, saying being forced fed the bomb fruit. Imagine you get captured and they're like, hey man, either you're executed or you gotta eat this bomb fruit, bro. Which one y'all picking, bro? Say it in the comments. Another dude said that he'd probably end up trying to auction it off for money, which, hey, that's understandable. I asked the dude how rare he suspected it would be, and well, he just said fruits are like rare commodities, so it could go for some, but we really don't know since the game is out. Hey, that's a fair point. But yeah, definitely being like, even if it's like a low tier fruit, just being able to put it up on market, that's gonna be big. I also mentioned, what would you do if you could fuse it into your weapon? Would you let your weapon fuse with the fruit? Definitely I would, and the person here says he probably would. It would be a really good like weapon fruit in my opinion. That's what he says. Another dude really schemed on this one. It would depend on how early game it was. If the game just started in the first day, I'd eat it just because it's not going to be the worst and people won't have the money to buy it. But if we're a few weeks in, I'd just sell it. Hey, that's honestly understandable. He actually was kind of going for light or rubber since he likes Kizaru and Luffy. So, no spoilers, good choice. Not gonna lie, I kind of want them to take inspiration from Bakugo's explosion quirk. Now that's a very good point that I brought up in my video, link in the description by the way. Definitely, I would say that would be great. I definitely think that they should add some mobility, especially because like there's just so much content around bomb moving around. If any of you have seen My Hero and no Bakugo, that would be tough. They don't even have to add something like howitzers impact. They don't have to rip it right from there. But I just don't want to flick boogers, bro. I'm sorry. It would be really cool if it could have synergies with stuff that you throw, like bullets or other ranged weapons. Also, if it has a big destructive power, it'll surely be fun to play with. Yeah, that's a fair point. I asked him which one he would fuse it with, you know? Let's put on a weapon now. He said definitely something ranged, like a gun, or if it has high destructive power, then I can just fuse it into a big AoE weapon and become Oppenheimer. Yes, sir. And of course, the last one that we have, Kira Clean. Thank you guys so much for participating in the post. It's really, really cool to be able to interact with you guys like this and kind of bring up your ideas, man. Definitely keep it coming. I'm gonna put out a different one coming up soon, and we'll see how that goes. The Witty One, heading out.